Hi, this is Angelina DeWeese. This is video number 14 of my video series From Cocaine to Carrots. Welcome back. We've been talking about my study abroad in Thailand and me seeing for the first time some very healthy people, and especially my roommate being extremely healthy and happy. Something significant happened. Many things changed my life in Thailand, but one of the funniest stories is when I got dreadlocks. So imagine me walking off of the plane. I have blonde curly hair. Yes, I had bleached it. It wasn't quite this curly, but it was pretty curly. And I was a diva. And so I would wear the most crazy designer clothes. Everything had to match. And I'd get off the plane, I'd go to Thailand, and I start to see lots of different kinds of people. Funky dressing, hippies, trendy, you name it, I saw it. Well, one day I'm walking down the market, and in Thailand there's huge markets. They have lots of people setting up, they drive their motorcycle in, they set up shop, and they begin to make different kinds of foods. Well, once you went past the foods, there were lots of vending markets. So I walked by, there'd be clothes, there'd be a nail booth, there would be bracelets, anything and everything that you could buy. And so I caught a glimpse of some mannequin heads. And the mannequin heads had little dreadlocks sticking out of the top. And I thought, what the heck is that? So I look over and I'm thinking, you know, I've always wanted dreadlocks. I've always loved watching people's dreadlocks, so maybe I should get them. So this is about 6 o'clock in the evening, we're just eating dinner, and I decide I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get dreadlocks. So I found the mannequin, I walked up to the woman, I asked how long it would take. She didn't speak very much English, so she said, take a little short time. I said, okay, and I pointed to the blonde that matched my hair, and I sat down in a little tiny Barbie chair. You guys remember those pink Barbie chairs? Sat down in that, and all of a sudden, I had 4 to 5 people swarming my head, and they were taking chunks of my hair, divvying it up, using a crochet hook, and beginning to mat my original hair to the dreadlock extension. Now, here's the thing. It kind of hurt. It wasn't that comfortable, and I couldn't see myself for the whole time. But when I really started to get scared was when it started getting dark and all the vendors started to close up shop and put their things away, and here I am still sitting in this tiny chair. And my friend who came with me says, you know, how much longer is it gonna be? I can't stay here with you much longer. So we get to 12 o'clock, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and I'm still there. They're still working. So finally, I see sunlight come up over the horizon. My friend had left and said she'd pick me up later, and I finished. My head was very sore. I was hungry, thirsty. I knew my way home though. So I went home and looked in the mirror, and all I can remember is crying, sobbing. They were pinging out like everywhere. They wouldn't sit down. They were giant out to here. Blonde dreadlocks. I tell you guys, it was not my look. Very, very bad. So that night we went to a huge party, and I had a shawl over my head, and some of the blonde dreadlocks were just sticking out the front, and I thought, you know what, maybe I just need to dye them. I just need to dye them brown. They'll look better. So I go to the store and I get some dye. I dyed them brown, left a few blonde ones, and it was much better. And after a few days, they did grow out and lay down. and I had those dreadlocks for 5 years. Yes, 5 years. One of the things about them was that you keep them up really easily. So you just shampoo them and you don't condition. And as my real hair was growing more and more, I would cut off the bottom. Now, why would I get dreadlocks? One of the things I remember is that when I got off of the plane and landed back into St. Louis, my grandmother was there to meet me. And my grandmother said, honey, you look like a matted dog. You look so awful. I'm gonna cut those off in the middle of the night. And I thought, oh goodness. But one of the things that shifted for me is that I started to believe that I could be different, that I didn't have to follow the path of my whole family and look a certain way and show up a certain way and be perfect, and to say the right thing and to do the right thing and to have the right kind of job and to have the right kind of persona. For the first time in my life, I took a stand. I made a choice, and I decided I don't have to fit in. Hell, I'm going to fit out. So once that happened, many other significant shifts began to happen, and I can't wait to tell you about those in the next videos. So again, this is Angelina DeWeese, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.